I am Renee Titmuss. I am a teacher, and my responsibilities of the job is to ensure that the children come into a calm environment, they succeed academically and also socially and emotionally throughout their day, ensuring that they have an enriched environment to be able to move forward into becoming very nice young women or men. I chose to go into teaching for many reasons. I started off as a TA when my children were at school, it fitted around. As I went across different provisions, I came to Bradfields initially as a teaching assistant and an outreach practitioner. Throughout my journey, I realised I wanted something more. I wanted to give a little bit more to the youngsters that I was working with, and I was very lucky. I did my degree and thought, the next step is to teach and to help these children achieve, their possibilities and their dreams, and that's why I sort of went, yes, that's it, I'm going to teach. I've been lucky enough now to gain my qualified status, and now I'm just going to enjoy it and see where it takes me. So my typical day at work is I come into the classroom, I set it up so that I can welcome the children into a calm environment, because some of them have very long journeys and the first thing they need is not sometimes to be sat down and working, it's to come in, have that time to take a breath. We have 5 lessons throughout the day which vary from topic, your maths and your English, and within my class we have some times which we call clever time, which is their time away from vigorous learning, but more practical and concrete learning for them to then gain that calm energy to then go into our next lesson throughout the day. The benefit for me for working here is the continued support. I've been very lucky throughout my career at Bradfields to have immense support along the way. If you want to sort of stay put in the career that you're in, that's absolutely fine, and they will embed that. But yet, if you want to push yourself further, they will support that as well. Teaching for me is a joy, and it's something that I'm actually really passionate about. When I first started on the journey, I didn't realise I was going to be as passionate as I thought I was going to be, and seeing the children grow and gain new experiences and new knowledge and new understanding, and when they get it and they're so elated, you can't help but sort of jump up and down with them as well. You need to be sort of thankful and very happy for the achievements that they make. I chose to develop my career here, again, because of the support that I had. I remember when I first started, I was unsure of whether to do the degree, and people led me to believe that I could do it because I wasn't very confident, and I got it. I did get it. So the team around me are extremely supportive. One of the good things is we have a good laugh and we continually bat ideas off of each other. If I have an idea and I'm not sure, because sometimes my ideas can be a little bit out of the box, I will go and sort of pass those ideas with someone else, and it's great because the teamwork is supportive. The other day I came in and my computer wasn't working. It was no trouble for my colleague next door to say, no worries, email it over, I'll do it for you. So it's very good having that team around you that understands you, and they help and guide you as much as you help and guide them. So for me, doing this job and having worked here for, nearly 10 years now, anything is possible, and you can try anything. If you try it and you're not comfortable, you're not forced to do something that you're not comfortable with. And I've learned a lot about myself as a person, that I am actually quite a good listener when I choose to be. And I've learned that I always thought that I found things very hard, but I don't find them as hard now as I've matured within my role within the teaching role with the Academy. have been extremely fortunate here. When I first started as a TA and an outreach practitioner, it became very apparent to me that outreach was sort of a calling for me at that time. So I then lent into outreach and did that full time. And again, the opportunities were great. I learned a lot, delivering training, talking to parents, and getting the wider community outside of Bradfields, getting that wider community's sort of support and understanding of what we did at Bradfields and Fortis Trust. And then, as I say, I did my degree. It was then logged, and someone was like, do you know what, we feel like there may be a position here. So I was given the opportunity to become an unqualified teacher, almost to dip my toe in the pond. It's like, is it something you really want to do? Ended up thoroughly enjoying it. The funny stories. So when I was working in outreach, one of the job roles was to visit different schools. Every time we went into a new setting, you could pretty much guarantee that when the room went silent, I would have sneezing fits. And I would sneeze for about 7 or 8 times, and my colleague at the time would just look at me with this sheer redness, and all the children would turn around and would be like so helpful, and they would run over with tissues. So we always make a laugh now, and we all sort of go, you must be allergic to new schools. I don't know whether it's maybe the dust or whether maybe it's nervous energy, who knows. Secondly, we were at the end of the day working in this building, and my colleague next door, I heard a holler, "Miss Titmuss, Miss Titmuss," and I was like, what is going on? So I've gone jogging out into the classroom next door, and I am faced with my colleague literally standing there with slime hanging off of their hands, their face, literally everything. All the children were covered, and they'd had a messy play afternoon. So I said to her, "Where's the dissolvent?" She said, "The what?" I said, "The dissolvent." She went, "Oh, I don't think we've..." So they'd thrown the dissolvent away and they didn't have it. And I'd looked over to the sink, and there was another member of staff trying to wash it away with hot, soapy water. Yeah. This stuff literally just triples in size the more you add to hot water. So we were literally all covered in it, and we ended up getting the cold water. It took... Literally, we took the children up to the buses covered in slime, and it took us a good hour to try and de-slime the classroom. And that's a memory that we definitely remember. There are many different activities in the wider sort of Fortis Trust. I like to get involved in the staff events. I haven't done as many as I would like, but we have the opportunity as staff to do staff pantomimes, event evenings, and I've been lucky to be a part of that. We did the gum plot event, 50s night or an 80s night. We've done so many, and I'm very lucky as a member of staff to take part of that, and I will continue to do that as well. If I had a friend that was looking at maybe coming into teaching or support work, working in a kitchen, I'd just say, for me, I love Bradfields. I love working here. The ethos is amazing. You have a lot of laughs. Yes, you have days where you go home and you think, oh, that was a day. But you go to sleep, you get up, you come in, you know that you are going to have that support, and you're going to have a laugh with, whether it be the students, whether it be staff, whether it be visitors popping in and out of the classroom. That to me is, Bradfields.